Hello, everybody. What? As we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service. To you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored. And we are very grateful, and we also happen to welcome you with a 70-degree day in D.C., which doesn't always happen around here. Sir?
That's the first time I've seen a president, former or current, greet an honor flight, and that is absolutely amazing. A commander-in-chief, a leader who's going to show up and tell you that your service was worth something. I think that's the important part, so I think it was a great thing to happen.
So Obama was there to greet a plane coming from Wisconsin for the honor plane of Korean War, Vietnam War veterans. Boy, it's been a while since we've seen a real president, huh? Someone act like a real president. That's crazy. To see that, professionalism. We ain't seen that in a long time.
This is my president. Sometimes I feel like this country took this man for granted compared to what we have now. That man would never. That man did a whole speech and boasted about himself and his administration and what he felt like was good for everybody. And this man is not even president anymore, and he still is doing the duties that some presidents have not done in years. Still honoring people, carrying yourself with dignity. Like, it makes me sad to think that that is the man that's representing us. It makes me sad. And it makes me miss him. Damn, I miss that man. I hate that man in office now.
And this is how our veterans should be treated every single day. What President Obama did shouldn't be amazing, but it is. And that is exactly how every single veteran we have here in the United States should be treated every single day, not just on Veterans Day. And I am the proud granddaughter of a veteran of World War II. And this, I know I'm very emotional, but thank you, President Obama, for doing this and recognizing their service.
As a veteran who served this country, over the past 10 years, I have truly lost my faith in my service to this country, the way that the country is going now, the direction in which the country is going now, led by this regime. But when I see former President Barack Obama show up at D.C. Reagan Airport to surprise a group of veterans who are doing an honor flight, to thank them for their service and to shake each and every single one of their hands, thanking them for their service to this country, it restores my faith in my service to this country. Former President Barack Obama did not go on that plane and look at those veterans and say, oh, you voted for Trump, I'm not going to shake your hand. Our veterans are being impacted right now with this current administration and their draconian policies. Many of our disabled veterans right now depend on SNAP benefits in which they are not receiving. So if you voted for this regime and this administration, don't thank a veteran. Don't thank a veteran for Veterans Day because you voted against our benefits.
See, this right here is what a president do. He didn't have to do that. He did that because he wanted to. And some of y'all even have to question if he was the greatest president. But you heard what that lady said. She's never seen an active or non-active president ever do what Obama did. That's how you show appreciation for the veterans on Veterans Day. The people that went out there and fought for this country. Shit, my mom is even a veteran. So to all you veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. And just know, we appreciate your service. Rather if you're getting told every day or not, we appreciate you.
If you just needed something to make you feel good, because baby, the chaos. It's chaosing. My president done showed up and showed out. And baby, I needed that. That made my heart happy. Brought some joy to my soul. Cause y'all, I've been moving for 2 days. If you know, you know. Happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans that have served this country.
We've been in a clusterfuck of a nation and leader after leader who has either been incoherent, accused of having dementia, not been in his right mind for so long. I forget what a real human leader looks like. And I say this because since 2016, really, our nation has been one dumpster fire after another of not really having faith in a leader, not really believing in a leader, in his capacity to lead, in his coherency, whether he's mentally sound. But seeing Obama greet these veterans and seeing how happy they were and seeing how he speaks to people, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of class, this is why Zohran Mamdani won the New York election. There's a certain aspect of believing in him and ushering in change and believing that he'll fight for the people and believing that he understands what it means to be an average New Yorker.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joe Report, where we get an outsider's view, then insider's clarity. The moment President Obama stepped onto that plane and surprised a group of veterans, the reaction was instant. The veterans smiled, some stood up in shock, and many reached out to shake his hand. It was a simple moment, but it carried a strong message. Respect. Real, human respect. And this moment made many people, including some MAGA supporters, stop and say, wow, this is what leadership should look like. Because when a former president takes time to honor veterans with kindness, it stands out even more in a time when many veterans feel ignored. Before we proceed, all credit goes to the creators of these videos. You will find all their ads in my description box. But for now, let me play you a few more clips and I'll be back with more commentary.
Every year, groups of veterans, many from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, are flown into Washington, D.C. for one last visit to the memorials built in their honor. And it's called the Honor Flight. Today, on Veterans Day, as one of those flights landed, Barack Obama was there waiting for them.
I just saw this story about the honor flight from Wisconsin that had veterans from the Vietnam War. The reason why I guess it just made me emotional is because this is what they deserve, right? They're at the end of their lives. They deserve to be respected and honored. But not only that, we know that other syphilitic seal. We know he couldn't do it. He wouldn't do it unless he made it about himself. But I'm just going to say that was well done. So to all those veterans, thank you for your service. The ones serving, the ones that gave the ultimate sacrifice. That's what it should look like. Honor and decency.
This is a contrast. On one hand, there is Obama, showing love and appreciation without making it about politics. On the other hand, there is the current presidency, where veterans say they have felt the impact of weakened services, staff shortages, and slow support systems. Veterans are not asking for much. They want healthcare that works, benefits that arrive on time, and a president who treats them with respect. But many feel that during this regime, their basic needs are becoming harder to get. One major issue has been how some services for veterans changed. Many veterans reported longer waiting times at certain clinics, fewer staff to assist them, and more confusion about who to call when something went wrong. Some programs struggled because of staff shortages, and some specialized services slowed down because there was not enough workers to keep them running smoothly. Veterans who depend on mental health support, addiction treatment, or disability services felt these changes deeply. For them, these are not small problems. They are life-changing. Another concern was how Medicaid changes affected certain veterans. While not all veterans rely on Medicaid, many lower-income veterans use it to cover services that the VA does not fully provide. Veterans who are already dealing with stress or illness found themselves facing extra paperwork, extra reviews, or sudden gaps in coverage. For someone living with chronic pain, PTSD, or long-term health issues, this sudden strain is heavy. Veterans want a commander-in-chief who can put politics aside, at least for one day, to say thank you sincerely. This is why Obama's quiet visit on that plane meant so much. He did not go there for attention. He wanted to shake hands, share stories, and show appreciation. It was personal, it was warm, and it reminded people of something important. Veterans notice how they are treated, not just in speeches, but in actions. Even some MAGA supporters, who usually defend DT strongly, found themselves impressed. When someone shows genuine gratitude, it crosses political lines.
This right here is a photo of President Obama as he greeted veterans as they arrived in D.C. this past weekend. As most of you know, today is Veterans Day. And he greeted those veterans with just simple gratitude and to let them know, you're not forgotten, and thank you for your service. Now, as we all know, President Obama has always shown true leadership, true intelligence, always. So nothing that he does, even post-presidency, it never seems to amaze me because he is that guy.
Some veterans are saying the VA system right now is feeling very unsteady. Veterans who needed consistent support found themselves waiting longer and traveling further. It made many feel like the system was moving backward instead of forward. The promise of better care did not match their lived experience. What I'm trying to say is simple. Actions matter. A president can post online every day, but those posts means nothing if veterans cannot get appointments, cannot get their benefits processed, or cannot get the support they earned. Veterans fought for stability, but they are growing tired of instability in the services meant to help them. Obama's gesture showed the opposite tone. Calm, kind, and genuine. He stepped onto a plane, smiled, and made veterans feel valued. No hashtags, no anger, no drama, just honor. So when some MAGA supporters say Obama handled that better, it should not be surprising. Respect speaks louder than politics. The story of veterans under the T's presidency is not about one moment. It is about years of small cuts, staff shortages, policy changes, and chaotic communication. It is about veterans having to fight harder for services they already earned. It is about feeling like the system was drifting instead of improving. And yes, it is about how leadership style affects those who served. In the end, veterans deserve steady hands, honest support, and leaders who show gratitude not only in words but in actions. They have carried the weight of service. They should not carry the weight of broken systems. Obama's surprise moment on that plane was just one moment, but it stood as proof. Respect still exists, and when some MAGA voices agree, it has a bigger truth. Real leadership crosses political lines. Real appreciation is felt, not forced. Veterans deserve that every day, not just on Veterans Day.
Hey, just so we're clear, MAGA, your guy will never ever make people feel like this.
Hello, everybody. What? I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service to you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made.
Never.
So what do you think? Do you think veterans deserve better support than what they're receiving in recent years? And which president do you feel showed more genuine respect for veterans? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I would love to keep this discussion going. Otherwise, that's it from me. I also have another video specifically tailored for you. And if you enjoy such kind of content, please click up here and enjoy. Also, consider subscribing, liking and sharing because it helps me grow my channel and helps YouTube recommend this video to a wider audience. Lastly, kindly consider joining my channel and I would really appreciate it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, the Joy Report out.